the average rate of change, the function that we use based on is in the form of y equals f of x. Then the ratio or the rate, here, the ratio is the rate of the delta y over delta x. Delta y represent the change in y, delta x represent the change in x, or we can say the change in y all divided by the change in x. The change means the difference of the two numbers. So if you have two order pairs, the first one we name is x1, y1. The second order pair we name it as x2, y2, or two order pairs or 2 points located on the graph. We find the difference of the y, which is y2 minus y1, and difference of the x, which is x2 minus x1. You divide them. That is called the rate or the ratio. And this is just the slope formula that you have done before. Okay, so slope formula has different name. It is called the rate of change or the difference quotient or the change in y divided by change in x. Okay, change in y divided by change in x, or we call the average rate of change. There are too many names, but they are just the same thing as you have seen before. Average rate of change. Okay, that's the first one that we are working on. Okay, average rate of change. Another way is the slope formula. From the graph that provided, the graph is for number 1, not number 2. So I'm going to move it away a little bit. From the graph, we have the graph of the function f of t. And you are going to find the average rate of change, or technically the slope of the function from the point t equals 6 to t equals 12. When you find the slope, that means you need two order pairs. What are order pairs that you're going to use for the problem? That's the first part that you have to put pieces together. Because to find the average rate of change, the formula going to be y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So what are those x1, y1, x2, y2 for this problem? From looking at the graph, can you tell me the first order pair would be 6 comma? What is the function value for the for t equals 6 as what you see on the diagram? Approximate, just approximate the number.
Is it 63?
It's about 63. Yeah, that's close. So I'm gonna go with that. So 63, that's the first order pair. And then how about the second order pair? When t is 12, so what is the function value? 74.
74.
74. That's much cleaner than the other one, right? So we have two order pairs. That means what we are gonna do, just use the same way as what you do with computing the slope formula. If you put in the full notation, that would be the function at 12 minus the function at 6 divided by the value 12 minus 6. And the number that we pull out from the graph, the function at 12 is 74 minus the function at 6, which is 63 divided by 12 minus 6. And then simplify the numbers as what you always do. The numerator will give us 11, denominator is 6. So that's the answer in the exact form. So this one is exact form because in the fraction form, sometimes the program will ask you to put in the decimal form. So you can just like put in the calculator 11 over 6. That is about 1.83 for 2 decimal pieces. So this one is approximate. So read the problem carefully. What format of the answer that you are asked to put in, okay? That's the answer. So this is the average. The AVG is the average rate of change from t equals 6 to t equals 12 is 11 over 6 or about 1.83. Or in the graphical way, you draw the line passing these 2 points and the slope of this line is 11 over 6, or the rising rate from one point to another point is 11 over 6.